Hi, I'm Brother Lazarus, and welcome to Cosmic Chat. So, last time I said that Cosmic Chat is a place where we can explore questions that have been bugging us. If you're like me, a lot of these questions are probably about the Bible. I know many of you have actually paid attention to what the Bible says, and if you've read the Bible, then you know that it says some pretty weird stuff. And it does not say a lot of things that people think it says. Well, why should we care what the Bible says? Wouldn't we be better off if we were just to ditch it? Well, for starters, we can't just ditch it. It's too deeply embedded in Western history. You cannot hope to grasp why things are the way they are if you know nothing about the Bible. I think this is one of the driving forces behind making sure that no one learns anything about the Bible. Keep the kids stupid so they can't fight back. Second, there are just too many people running around America today ranting and raving about the Bible and how we should be making social decisions based on it. And none of them has a clue about what the book actually says. And that becomes really obvious when you listen to them. Maybe you saw the TV show where some moron politician was going on about how the Ten Commandments need to be put up in every school and courthouse and all of the other public places. And then the host of the particular show asked him to name one of these commandments. And he couldn't do it. Not even a single one. Then you have all the arguments about homosexuality and abortion. And it's pretty obvious that no one on either side of those issues has ever actually read the Bible. That doesn't seem to stop them from screeching all about it, though. At one church I pastored, the people actually began reading the dusty old pew Bibles that no one had touched in 30 years because they didn't believe that I was reading from the actual text. This is how ignorant people have become. We'll also get into miracles. I know many of you have a lot of questions about that subject. I know I have. And the Bible is not the only place where miracles are talked about. I had a professor once in Yale who made us read a book about this village in the Middle Ages in Italy, where every year the men would go out to fight the demons in the fields. And the professor put a very interesting question to those of us in this class, mostly history PhD students. Were these people nuts? Because if they were, then you have to accept that an entire village of men for several hundred years were all nuts. And that itself seems to be a pretty hard proposition. Anyway, all that gets us into the whole relationship between religion and science. And I'm pretty sure a lot of you have wondered about that. Well, do religion and science have to be at war? And that war seems to be a driving force in America today. It impacts almost everything. And like so much else going on today, it seems like you have to be on one side or the other. This was not always the case. Well, these are some of the things we'll get into. Next time we're going to start with a subject that may have perplexed you, the end of the world. I'll see you then.